Unlock a deeper connection with our community through our Patreon. Gain exclusive access to behind-the-scenes content, bikini hauls, and Patreon-exclusive massage videos. Join our Patreon or download our app to embark on a path of tranquility and self-discovery. Your journey awaits. Namaste.
Hey there, my name is Larissa. We're going to be working with Lauren today, doing some belly massage. Let's get into it. If you don't have time to watch this right now, just save it to your watch later playlist and I'll catch you then. Okay, so we want to approach the belly gently with reverence. It'd be good if your hands were warm. So what I'm going to do is I've got my hands together. I'm hovered right over her belly, really close, but I'm not touching yet. And I'm going to ask her to take a deep belly breath in. Good. And when she makes contact, then a long exhale. Really nice. And you can just let your hands settle in. Literally just being there, being present, feeling the tissue, feeling what kind of contact you are making. You will just want to start with a light contact right here in the belly area. Just take a look at it right here in the belly area. We've got all of her organs. People are going to naturally be very protective here. So when you approach it, when you go to work it, you just want to be very mindful of that. You don't want to initiate a defensive response. So coming back, we have made contact. We're gonna start with some circles. So we're going in the direction of the digestive process. So that's gonna be in a clockwise direction around her belly button. So that is what I am doing. So check this out. So the right side of the body, the small intestines are, we're going to say, are like right around here. And when the small intestine turns into the large intestine, it's right about here. And it's gonna move up. The large intestine moves up. And then it goes across, and then it descends down on the left side, and then exits from there. But we're just going to continue that circular process just like that. So you don't want to disrupt the flow. So right now I've got hand over hand, giving just a little bit more pressure and specificity this way. And all of these kind of four corners of your circle are gonna be the areas where you'll do a little bit more detail work. In the future, we're gonna dial in. We're gonna make this sweet in the beginning, just to get your client accustomed to the touch. We're gonna come into the belly button. Well, okay, we're not going in the belly button, but we're gonna go around the belly button. And this is gonna be our super gentle way of addressing the rectus abdominis. We're just taking circles around the belly button. No need to get crazy today. So once you've done a fair amount of circles around the belly button, make your circles larger again, spiraling outwards back to those 4 corners of your circle of her belly area here. And we'll start with the corner closest to me at the moment. It's going to be the right, and that's where the large intestine kind of begins, so it's a good place to start. So we've got her ASIS here, and we're going to be working on the inside of it. So it's like the right bowl of the pelvis over here. We're not going to go super deep, but we're just going to kind of be pulling that tissue towards the bone. Pulling it towards the bone and then dragging it up. Just creating some space here. So over here we've got the iliopsoas. So that's going to be the iliacus and the psoas. And these are, well, the psoas is your strongest hip flexor. It's going to be picking the leg up and bringing the knee towards the face. That would be hip flexion. So every time you pick up your foot to take a step, you are engaging the psoas. So it gets a lot of work. It is a very important leg muscle, and yet it does not get a whole lot of attention because it's in a strange part of the body. And then the iliacus works similarly. It's a little more complicated, but it does assist the psoas. Let's move on from there. So we're gonna come up from there and we're gonna work the inside of the rib cage area here. That's gonna be our diaphragm. For today, what I'm gonna be doing is just continuing my strokes in the direction of that digestive process. So here my strokes are going to be going up and then towards the center. We're just staying on the inside of the ribs, taking the tissue towards the bone and then kind of clearing out that pathway. So, did you know the diaphragm? Oh my gosh, you have got to meet your diaphragm. Your client has to meet their diaphragm. It is an exciting structure. It is responsible for breath. And yet it is very underused. It's very shy. And it gets a little caked up through here. It tends to narrow when it should really be wide and free. So you're helping remove some adhesions here so that your client can breathe more effectively. And if your client can breathe more effectively, they can do so much. They can do so much. I'm going to move over to the left diaphragm, and I'm going to keep talking about the diaphragm. So now we're taking the tissue again in the direction of the digestive process. So it's going to be from the center across and down. This diaphragm feels a little tighter. And part of that is just because we're going in a different direction. I think part of that is because it is a little tighter on this side. For this type of work that we are doing today, we're not really gonna hone in on each particular adhesion. We're not gonna really do trigger points. We're just trying to smooth things out generally. Sometimes you may need to spend time with a particular spot, and you're welcome to just be mindful. It's such an odd area to have worked. Most people have never had any work on their belly before, so just be cautious, be mindful. So yeah, if your client is breathing better, if they can really breathe with the strength of their diaphragm, they're going to be so much happier and they're going to function so much better. It's like it's so cool. It's like a balloon. It's like a balloon inside your body. That moves from a concave shape to a convex shape with your breath. It's a powerhouse. There's a reason breath is such an intricate part of exercise and yoga, singing. We use it because it really makes the body function better, and we shouldn't just be using it, in these specific activities. We should be using it all day in everything we do, but we get cut off from it. We get numb to it. All right, I'm gonna move on, and we're in the last of our four corners here on the belly. The left corner right inside the ASIS. This is the section of the large intestine, the descending section. This area does get clogged up on people in the digestive process, so you want to be thoughtful of that. It often does need a little assistance, but yeah, just be careful. All right. So there we are. We'll take a little bit of a faster circle through all of that. So I hope that you will practice this with your clients. I've taken my time here to kind of show you how it goes, but you could get this done in as little as 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a a big major part of the massage, just include it. I think it's a really nice way to connect with your client. It's a really nice way for you to get familiar with these structures, the organ structures, the muscular structures. Just say hello to them. And as you get more familiar with the area, you can branch out from there. You can look into Mayan abdominal massage. You can start doing more active release work through the iliopsoas. You can start doing breath work through the diaphragm. And you can really initiate some great changes in your client. But again, it's important to just be respectful and start slow. So just invite yourself over for tea and get to know your client's belly. And like I said, as you get more comfortable, work from there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by Psyche Truth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.